Everything falls into place when you learn these 7 Stoic truths. Stoicism philosophy. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe to this channel and join thousands of people who are transforming their lives through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Every week, we share practical lessons that help you become mentally stronger, emotionally calmer, and more disciplined in a world filled with distractions. If you're ready to master yourself instead of letting life control you, subscribe now, like this video, and stay with me until the end. Truth number 7 has the power to completely change how you see your life. Now let's begin. Have you ever wondered why some people remain calm while everything around them is falling apart? Why they don't panic when others lose hope? Why they seem to attract peace, confidence, and success without chasing them desperately? The answer isn't luck. It isn't talent. And it certainly isn't because life is easier for them. The answer lies in how they think. More than 2,000 years ago, the Stoic philosophers discovered something extraordinary. They realized that life doesn't become peaceful because the world changes. Life becomes peaceful because you change. When your mind changes, your entire reality begins to shift. The events may remain the same, but your experience of those events becomes completely different. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca all understood one powerful truth: the greatest victory isn't over other people, it's over yourself. Most people spend their lives trying to control circumstances they were never meant to control. They worry about opinions, fear rejection, chase approval, and become exhausted trying to force life into their plans. The Stoics chose another path. They learned to master themselves. And once they did, everything else naturally fell into place. Today, we're going to explore 7 Stoic truths that can completely transform your life if you truly understand and apply them. These aren't motivational quotes. These are principles that have guided emperors, leaders, warriors, and ordinary people through some of life's greatest challenges. Let's begin with the first truth. Truth number 1. Control what you can, release what you cannot. One of the greatest sources of suffering is trying to control things that have never belonged to us. You cannot control other people's opinions. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control the past. You cannot control how quickly success arrives. Yet millions of people spend every day worrying about exactly these things. Epictetus taught that our freedom begins the moment we separate what is within our control from what is not. Within your control are your choices, your effort, your attitude, your discipline, and your response. Everything else belongs to life. Imagine carrying 2 heavy bags. One contains responsibilities that belong to you. The other contains worries that belong to the universe. Most people carry both until they collapse. The Stoic simply puts down the second bag. Instantly, life becomes lighter. This doesn't mean becoming passive. It means becoming effective. Instead of wasting energy complaining, you invest that same energy improving yourself. Instead of fearing tomorrow, you prepare for it. Instead of blaming others, you strengthen your own character. The moment you stop arguing with reality is the moment peace begins. Truth number 2. Your mind creates more problems than reality ever does. Marcus Aurelius once reminded himself that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about how often you've worried about something that never happened. How many sleepless nights were caused not by reality, but by stories your mind invented. Stoicism teaches us to question every fearful thought. Ask yourself, is this happening right now? If it does happen, can I handle it? Most of the time, the answer is yes. A disciplined mind doesn't eliminate problems. It refuses to multiply them. When you stop feeding fear with endless imagination, your confidence grows naturally. Truth number 3. Difficulties are training, not punishment. Life will challenge you. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. Doors will close. The Stoics never asked, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, they asked, "What is this teaching me?" Every setback contains a lesson. Every obstacle is an opportunity to become wiser, stronger, and more resilient. Just as muscles grow by resisting weight, character grows by overcoming adversity. Without hardship, courage cannot exist. Without failure, wisdom cannot grow. When you begin to see obstacles as teachers instead of enemies, everything starts falling into place. Continue the script with the remaining 4 truths in the same reflective style. Truth number 4. Your character is your greatest wealth. Explain why reputation, money, and status can disappear, but integrity, discipline, honesty, and wisdom stay with you. Show how Stoicism encourages building an unshakable character rather than chasing temporary success. Truth number 5. Detach from the need for approval. Discuss how seeking validation traps people in anxiety. Use Stoic ideas to show that peace comes from living according to your values rather than trying to please everyone. Truth number 6. Practice gratitude for the present moment. Describe how appreciating what you already have reduces envy and creates contentment. Connect gratitude with resilience and emotional balance. Truth number 7. Become the person you admire. Conclude by encouraging viewers to stop waiting for perfect circumstances. Emphasize that lasting change begins with daily habits, self-discipline, courage, and consistent action. Just one note before we continue. Your title says, These 7 Stoic Truths. So the script should end at truth number 7. If you want truths 4 through 7, here they are. If you actually intended a 9 Stoic Truths video, I can also write truths 8 and 9. Truth number 8. Your character is worth more than your reputation. One of the greatest mistakes people make is spending their entire lives protecting their reputation while neglecting their character. Reputation is what other people think about you. Character is who you are when no one is watching. Stoicism teaches us that reputation is outside our control. People may misunderstand you, criticize you, or judge your actions unfairly. You cannot force others to see your heart. Marcus Aurelius understood this well. Even as the Emperor of Rome, he faced constant criticism. Yet he reminded himself that the only opinion that truly mattered was the judgment of his own conscience. Think about how much energy people waste trying to impress strangers. They buy things they cannot afford. They pretend to be someone they are not. They hide their weaknesses and exaggerate their successes. But none of these things build lasting happiness. A person with strong character does not need constant applause. They know that honesty is more valuable than popularity. Discipline is more valuable than comfort. Integrity is more valuable than admiration. Your character follows you everywhere. It shapes every decision you make, every relationship you build, and every challenge you overcome. Money can disappear overnight. Fame can fade. Beauty changes with time. But wisdom, kindness, courage, and self-control become stronger the more you practice them. Ask yourself each morning, what kind of person do I want to become today? Not what do I want to own. Not who do I want to impress. But who do I want to become? Because in the end, your character is your true legacy. Truth number 9. Stop seeking approval from everyone. One of the fastest ways to lose yourself is to spend your life trying to make everyone else happy. The Stoics believe that freedom begins when you stop allowing other people's opinions to control your emotions. Think about it. How many dreams have been abandoned because of fear of criticism? How many opportunities have been missed because someone was worried about being judged? If you constantly seek approval, your happiness will always depend on people whose opinions change like the wind. One day they praise you. The next day they criticize you. If your peace depends on them, then your peace will never be stable. Epictetus taught that if you want to improve, be willing to be misunderstood. That doesn't mean becoming rude or selfish. It means having the courage to live according to your values instead of chasing acceptance. Not everyone will understand your journey. Some people will laugh at your discipline. Others will question your decisions. Some may even leave your life. Let them. The people who truly belong in your life will respect your authenticity, not your performance. When you stop living for applause, you finally begin living with freedom. Truth number 10. Gratitude turns ordinary life into extraordinary peace. Most people spend their lives chasing what they don't have. The Stoics practiced appreciating what they already possessed. Gratitude is not pretending life is perfect. It is recognizing that even in difficult seasons, there is still something worth appreciating. Your health. Your family. your ability to learn, your chance to begin again today. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that every new day was a gift. Instead of complaining about waking up early, he reminded himself that he had the privilege of being alive. Imagine how different your life would feel if every morning began with gratitude instead of anxiety. Instead of asking, "Why don't I have more?" ask, "What blessings have I been overlooking?" Gratitude changes your perspective. It weakens envy. It quiets comparison. It fills your heart with contentment. And a content mind is difficult to shake. The more grateful you become, the richer your life feels, even before your circumstances change. Truth number 11. Become the person you keep waiting for. Many people are waiting for confidence before they take action. They are waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect relationship, the perfect job, the perfect moment. But Stoicism teaches something different. The right moment is created by action. You don't become courageous before facing fear. You become courageous by facing fear. You don't become disciplined before building habits. You become disciplined by practicing them every single day. Every choice you make is shaping the person you will become. Your future is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built through hundreds of ordinary decisions. Choose patience instead of anger. Choose action instead of excuses. Choose growth instead of comfort. Little by little, these choices transform your life. One day you will look back and realize that everything began to fall into place, not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. That is the ultimate lesson of Stoicism. The greatest transformation is never external. It is internal. When you master your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, you become someone no obstacle can easily break. And that is the kind of strength that lasts a lifetime. Since your original title says, 7 Stoic Truths, Truths 8 to 10 would only fit if you decide to rename your video to something like 10 Stoic Truths that make everything fall into place. If you do that, here's a continuation in the same style. Truth number 12. Accept that everything is temporary. One of the deepest lessons of Stoicism is that nothing in life lasts forever. Your victories will not last forever. Your failures will not last forever. Your pain will not last forever. Even the happiest moments eventually pass. Many people suffer because they try to hold on to what was never meant to stay. They resist change, cling to the past, and fear the future. But the Stoics saw change as part of nature itself. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that everything is in constant motion. Seasons change. Empires rise and fall. Children grow into adults. Flowers bloom and wither. This is not something to fear, it is something to understand. When you accept the temporary nature of life, you stop taking every setback as the end of the story. You become less attached to possessions, status, and even praise, because you know these things come and go. Instead, you begin to treasure what truly matters, your character, your relationships, and the way you live each day. Don't waste today's opportunities worrying about tomorrow's uncertainties. Live fully. Love deeply. Work honestly. And remember that every moment is a gift that will never come again. Truth number 13. Your daily habits shape your destiny. People often believe their future will be changed by one big opportunity. The Stoics knew something different. Great lives are built through small, consistent actions repeated every single day. Your habits become your character. Your character becomes your destiny. If you choose discipline today, you become stronger tomorrow. If you choose patience today, you become wiser tomorrow. If you choose learning today, you become more capable tomorrow. No one becomes exceptional overnight. Marcus Aurelius did not wake up one day as a wise emperor. He trained his mind daily through reflection, self-examination, and discipline. Ask yourself, what small habit can I improve today? Maybe it's waking up earlier. Maybe it's reading instead of endlessly scrolling. Maybe it's exercising your body or spending a few quiet moments in reflection. These simple actions may seem insignificant at first, but over months and years they create extraordinary results. Remember, your future self is watching the decisions you make today. Make choices that your future self will thank you for. Truth number 14. Inner peace is the greatest success. The world teaches us that success is measured by money, fame, luxury, and power. Stoicism teaches something much greater. True success is going to bed each night with a peaceful mind. What good is wealth if your heart is filled with anxiety? What good is fame if you cannot enjoy a quiet moment alone? What good is power if you have no control over your own emotions? The Stoics believe that the richest person is not the one who owns the most, but the one who needs the least. When you stop chasing happiness outside yourself, you discover it has been within you all along. Inner peace comes from living according to your values. It comes from knowing you acted with honesty, courage, patience, and kindness, even when life was difficult. No one can steal that kind of success from you. Not failure. Not criticism. Not loss. Not time. When you master your own mind, you possess a treasure greater than anything the world can offer. That is the ultimate promise of Stoicism. Truth number 15. Silence is often more powerful than winning an argument. One of the greatest signs of wisdom is knowing when not to speak. Most arguments are not won with louder voices or clever words. They are won by self-control. The Stoics understood that every unnecessary argument steals your peace. When someone insults you, misunderstands you, or tries to provoke you, your first instinct may be to defend yourself immediately. But pause. Ask yourself, will this matter a year from now? Most of the time, the answer is no. Your silence is not weakness. It is evidence that your emotions are no longer controlling your actions. Not every criticism deserves a response. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Choose your battles wisely, and protect your peace above your pride. Truth number 16. Every challenge is preparing you for a greater purpose. There are moments in life when everything seems to go wrong. Doors close. Plans fail. People disappoint you. In those moments, it is easy to believe life is working against you. But Stoicism invites you to see adversity differently. Every hardship teaches patience. Every failure teaches wisdom. Every disappointment builds resilience. The strongest trees grow because they withstand the fiercest storms. Likewise, the strongest people are shaped by the difficulties they refuse to let defeat them. Don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this preparing me for? That single change in perspective can transform pain into purpose. Truth number 17. Guard your time like your greatest treasure. Money can be earned again. Possessions can be replaced. Opportunities may return. But time is the one resource you will never recover. Every day that passes is a page removed from the book of your life. The Stoics treated time as sacred. Instead of filling every hour with distractions, they focused on meaningful work, thoughtful reflection, and becoming better than they were yesterday. Ask yourself honestly, how much time do I spend worrying? How much time do I spend complaining? How much time do I spend becoming the person I want to be? Your future is being shaped by how you spend today. Use your time wisely, because your life is made of moments, and moments never come back. Truth number 18. Forgive others so you can free yourself. Forgiveness does not mean pretending that someone never hurt you. It means refusing to let that hurt control the rest of your life. Holding on to resentment is like carrying a heavy stone everywhere you go. The person who hurt you may have moved on long ago, while you continue carrying the burden. The Stoics believe that anger harms the one who holds it more than the one who caused it. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior. It is about choosing peace over bitterness. Release the hatred. Release the resentment. Release the desire for revenge. When you do, you make room for healing, clarity, and inner freedom. Truth number 19. Master yourself, and nothing can truly defeat you. The final and perhaps greatest Stoic truth is this. The greatest victory is never over another person. It is over yourself. Anyone can lose their temper. Anyone can blame others. Anyone can quit when life becomes difficult. But it takes extraordinary strength to remain calm under pressure, disciplined in temptation, and hopeful during hardship. Your greatest enemy is not outside you. It is your fear, your excuses, your lack of discipline. Conquer those, and you become truly unstoppable. Every day is another opportunity to become wiser than yesterday. Choose patience over anger. Choose courage over fear. Choose discipline over comfort. Choose wisdom over impulse. When you consistently master your thoughts, emotions, and actions, everything else begins to fall into place, not because the world has changed, but because you have. That is the enduring power of Stoicism. It is not about escaping life's storms. It is about becoming the kind of person who can stand firm through every one of them. Final closing. Everything falls into place not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you become the kind of person who can face any challenge with wisdom, courage, and calm. The 19 Stoic truths you've learned today are not just ideas to admire, they are principles to live by. Apply them one day at a time, and you'll begin to notice a remarkable change. You'll react less impulsively, worry less about what you cannot control, and discover a quiet confidence that no circumstance can take away. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Let these truths shape your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. If you find value in this video, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson in Stoicism. Share this video with someone who needs encouragement today. You never know how one idea can change a life. Thank you for watching. Until next time, remember, master your mind, strengthen your character, and let wisdom guide every step you take. Stay calm, stay disciplined, and keep walking the Stoic path.